the best martial arts for the streets. That is what we're going to be talking about today, okay? And understand this. This is where I will have a little bit of some expertise in this, okay? Am I an individual that proceeds to be getting into the scraps a la calle all the time? No, okay? Let me just tell you something right now, okay? 90% of the time, this little altercation that you are getting into with the local frat Jeremy that's a little bit angry that his girlfriend went out to the third party this week and proceeds to tell him for the 7th time this week that, oh yeah, bro, yeah, baby, he is 100% a friend. Don't question why I'm not coming home until 3 o'clock in the morning, okay? Listen, that anger that Jeremy is feeling, he got to take that out on somebody. And you over here, okay, just minding your own business, are going to be the outlet for that aggression, okay? So how do you deal with this situation? What martial arts are best to be dealing with this type of situation? Well, that's why I'm making this video, because I'm sorry, dog. Some of y'all literally believe that y'all are going to get through this with the power of seeing red and belief. And here's the truth, dog. The only way that that's going to work is if Jeremy doesn't know what he's doing within the absolute slightest, okay? And that got me thinking. Enough people ask me, what martial arts should I get into as like a normal person that's never wrestled, a normal person that's never done this, never done that, a civilian if we are going to say, okay? And understand this, I think that is far more applicable than most videos that people make on this. I'm sorry, dog. I'm going to assume that you have absolutely zero martial arts experience, because if you've gotten to the point that you're asking me, hey, what martial arts are best for a scrap a la calle? Honestly, bro, I'm going to be real with you. We got a lot that we have to go through in this video, okay? We're going to be going through every single martial arts from Brazilian Jiu Jitsu to wrestling to boxing and, of course, whatever Steven Seagal's teaching people at this point, bro. At this point, it's just force field manipulation, bro. We're going absolutely insane, no style, brother. Steven Seagal's martial art has to be plot armor at this point. Okay, that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. Please consider like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to stay notified. We are trying to get to 300,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and if we do not do that, I will cry. But we're going to hit 500,000 before the release of GTA 6 because it got delayed again. And that's why I'm making this video also to funnel out that aggression, okay? And with all that out of the way, let's get into the video. Let's go. Nothing. Literally nothing. You've done nothing, okay? You probably went through the entirety of your life without ever actually getting into an altercation, and you often play out how it would potentially go in your head, okay? In your mind, this is how you think it's going to occur, okay? You're going to get into an altercation probably to save the girlfriend and defend her honor that you don't have, by the way. This is just a hypothetical that you're doing. You get into it, you guys start getting into a subbing match, and then you say something like, hey, buddy! You really need to stop that. And then you magically grab him. Boom, boom, done, boom. You get with the honey, and there you go. That happily ever after. The life is absolutely amazing. You have the power of Mike Tyson despite never training a day in your life outside of shadow boxing in front of UFC 5. Okay? That is the normal, that's every person's had that fantasy at least one time, and there's no problem with it. However, let me tell you something, dog. I believe every single man, woman, and child should train one combat sport for 1 year of their life. And at absolute bare minimum, you're going to understand, brother, your little meat suit that you're piloting is one of the most fragile yet resilient things that has ever existed. Brother, I'm sorry, 20 pounds of force can put you sideways on the concrete. But you'll probably come back just not the same way that you went down. That's all I got to say, okay? So the best way to protect yourself, honestly, man, get into martial arts at least a little bit, bro. Train like once or twice a week. Have some fun with it. You'll be able to get fairly good. Better than average Joe Smo over here. Because average Joe Smo, what's actually going to happen here is he's going to get into an absolute spazzy madman syndrome and proceed to grab him in like the worst double underhooks I've ever seen. And then proceed to jostle him around like a confused Pomeranian. Okay? And then what's end up going to happen is that this average guy who's even like slightly more physically able than him is going to grab him, throw him down to the ground, and then you over here are going to be on the ground getting absolutely stomped on, and then you're going to be like, man, I really should have learned some level of grappling because I can actually do something right here, but I don't know anything. And then you proceed to get stomped out in front of the hypothetical girlfriend that you don't know. Okay? You know what? To throw some extra salt on the wound for this hypothetical, your girlfriend got with him afterwards, okay? We need you motivated. This is how we start, my brother. absolutely nothing. Not you are a victim. People talk about 170 pounds and below is victim weight. Not knowing anything is victimhood. You know nothing. Okay? Oh, you think that you can... bro, I'm 230, my man. Brother, I'm 220. What are we talking about, bro? 226-1. Let's run it. I'm sorry. We're getting into it. Those is all I really gotta say, brother. Train something, bro. If you train nothing, just say that. That's all I gotta say. Nothing. Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Understand this, bro. The only major problem with Brazilian Jiu Jitsu is the fact that there's a lot of y'all that just don't know how to do a takedown. I'm not the best takedown specialist. I'll just be frank with you right there. Some of y'all spread a little nasty rumor about me that I'm a filthy guard puller, and to that I would say, you're sleeping. Okay, I don't know what you're gonna say, brother. You already quiet on the mat. You unconscious over here. I'm just kidding. No, the point that I'm trying to make here is, brother, I'll allow you to get the 2 points off of me. Yeah, get that takedown, brother. I will end the rest of this. That's all I gotta say, my man. However, brother, I can 100% take down somebody untrained. Not even a remote question in my mind, bro. Single legging a complete rando is so easy that it's practically like done. Bro, you walk one foot in front of the other like we're in a Christmas special. My reference game's kind of going hard right now. Okay? You over here get an easy swing single, lift that puppy up above your head, and because you have the equilibrium of a confused toddler, you proceed to go backward, hit your back on the wood floor or cement floor. You're over here, help me. And then you're over here, hands in the air. I get on top, put a knee into your sternum, get a hook on your head. Let's drive it into you. And then now you're putting both your hands on my knee to get this force off of you. I proceed to get full mount. I don't even need to throw strikes here, but in my head, you're already tying up like, oh, what the hell's going on? Boom, you just handed me a head and arm strangle, bro. Head and arm strangle. Give me 5 seconds, you're unconscious. No question in my mind, you know what I mean? Okay? I'm sorry, y'all. And I'm not even getting into, like, any submission that, like, will do any real damage to you. Understand this, bro. If I'm in an altercation with you, and I feel like you're either intoxicated or you're not that bad of a guy, I'm just going to put you in a little something we call the sleeper hold. Not even that, brother. I think I've already kind of picked it out. I think I would probably do something like a DARS, probably an anaconda. If I'm going to be really mean, I'll probably put you in, like, a Peruvian. If I'm going to be mean about it, that's probably what I would do. Now, if you're like an actual, like... Now, in this scenario, this is where, like, I really don't like you. Brother, your arm's going the other way, okay? Listen, your arm's going the other way, elbows pointing the opposite direction. I'm not going for your legs because I want you to be able to walk away from me, but one of your arms is going, okay? The last thing that you're going to hear me ask you before you start hearing the celery snap of despair is left or right. Huh? What do you mean? Left or right? What hand do you choke the chicken to? Oh, right-handed. Okay, then we're going to be taking out the left. That's really what I got to say here, okay? And that's what we're going to be playing with when we're doing a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The truth is, man, is the one major weakness of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is not applicable to the average person. Oh, well, you guys don't know takedowns. Neither do you! Brother, I have trouble taking down people that, like, wrestled in college. Okay? Some of y'all are like, I did 1 year of wrestling in high school. Get it out of here, brother. Okay, that's better than nothing. But yeah, it's like, where's the struggling to take somebody down? Yeah, bro, when you're like a collegiate wrestler. That's where the difficulty is. Not average Joe Smo on the street, brother. I'm sorry. It's amazing. Is it broken? It nears up there. There's only one that I would argue is a bit better. But I'm putting it in, it's an amazing martial art. Boxing. Now understand this, okay? I will joke around with boxing because when it comes to putting boxing up against other martial arts, it is the least optimal one that you can do. The one big pro of boxing is it is the easiest martial art to teach somebody that knows absolutely nothing because guess what? It's the most basic of martial arts. Shut up, okay? That's all I gotta say here, my man. I'm sorry. Yeah, you have 2 weapons. You got your left, you got your right, my man. Okay? At least when you're going into kickboxing, you got left, right, and then you got your legs left and right. And then when you get in the Muay Thai, you got left, right, elbow, elbow, knee, knee, sin bone, sin bone. Don't you get me started when you're throwing in like teep kicks and all of there, bro. Yo, it's like, we're throwing a kick in a street fight. It's just dumb. Brother, throwing a teep kick in a street fight is broken. That is broken, dude. I can maintain distance. You're over here guarding your body because the moment you get stuck in the sternum, ooh, and you start wilting like a little daffodil looking like the hunchback of Notre Dame. You're coming in here, ooh. I start faking up there. Bah! Boom. There we go, bro. We stepping in, okay? Boom, knee up. You start curling up. Ooh, you feeling it coming. And now this is wide open real estate for you. I trained you like a good boy to guard your body. And then up here, bah! Done. Done, brother. Laid out cold, stiff on the concrete. I'm just kidding. I probably wouldn't do it there. I would feel bad. Is it weird, bro? Like, I feel more bad whenever, like, there's, like, a striking related incident than it is, like, I took your back. I just have to secure this for a little bit. I make it slow. I whisper sweet little nothings in your ear, like, go to sleep. And then it's over. Like it's simple. It's neat. It's efficient. There's nothing more that you got to do. It's something horrific about seeing somebody get slumped out stiff. And the problem is, bro, when we're looking at boxing, it's the easiest martial art to get into. The sparring etiquette is the worst I've ever seen. Y'all are literally trying to lay out like Joey from accounting, like literally the day one that he comes in. I am putting boxing, honestly, bro, and then people are going to be surprised by this. I'm putting boxing. It's great. It keeps it simple. For the vast majority of people, this is all you really need. It's the easiest to learn, and it has a pretty high skill ceiling that you can use to get into other martial arts. Great. Judo. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, okay? Judo is significantly more broken than you think it is when it comes to a street fight scenario. Oh, whoa, they're wearing gis. They're wearing gis. Brother, just about every single grip that you use when doing a judo throw, like a kesagatame or like a sumigatsu, all of those, I'm losing it. That's a different thing. All of the throws that you can conduct inside of a judo gi can be done if somebody's just wearing a jacket. I'm not even kidding you, bro. Like, judo actually has, like, more, it can be more applicable because it can be done with people that are wearing jackets. And in the month of November, in Michigan, brother, it's already snowing. I'm tweaking right now, seeing snow come down, okay? The point that I'm trying to make here is some of y'all are already wearing jackets, and all I gotta do is get a grip here, put my hip in front of yours, and I'm sending you straight to God. Okay, that's really what I've got to say right here, mon ami. And the truth is, man, that's all you really need. Yeah, they have some arm bars. Yeah, they have a little bit of this. Yeah, they got a little bit of that. Brother, have you ever been hit with a solid judo throw so hard that you forget what way is up? That is what's going to happen to you if we're doing this on concrete. Understand this, brother, okay? The mat that you are wrestling on is not meant to protect the striker. It protects the striker from being wrestled. Could you imagine how broken grappling would be even more if all I had to do was just blast W or throw you into the ground? Understand this, brother, okay? Boxers be hitting you with hands, okay? Judokas, they be hitting you with earth. I'm sorry, bro. I'm putting judo amazing. Judo is amazing. We're going into broken. There's only a few that I would put up there. And honestly, the one that's in broken is partly because it kind of goes along with this. But I'm putting it right there. Karate. Now, understand this, okay? Karate, I understand, has more weapons than boxing does. I completely and utterly understand that. My biggest problem with karate, though, is it insists upon itself. They do way too much. That's the problem that I have with it, okay? Because you're introducing way too much. Like, if you're like a really good like karate practitioner and you come from like a good lineage, you have like legitimate like karate that you're dealing with, and there's like so many different forms of karate. Like you have Kyokusen, you have a lot of different types of karate that you can get into. There are some legitimate like karate. I say karate fighters that legitimately can put them on effort down. However, the biggest problem that I have with karate is sometimes keep it simple, stupid. You don't have to do all of that. I said teep kicks are very broken. Teep kicks are really good. A solid knee up the middle is really good. The problem is that there are other martial arts that just do it better. And when you're going into a street fight scenario, honestly, there are scenarios where boxing's able to get into the pocket. Done. Okay? And the biggest problem with the karate practitioners is I don't think they're familiar with that type of aggression from that early. Okay? You're one person who's doing karate has already dealing with like the more problems in life to bring them to this than somebody who's doing karate on the weekends. I'm putting karate, honestly, bro. top of good, way better than nothing. There's a chasm in between these two things, but I would favor somebody who's decent at boxing against somebody who's decent at karate. That's all I gotta say. Muay Thai! Now, this is what I mean, brother. They are absolutely chomping people up here, okay? It is the best of all striking martial arts. I already said it, brother. Do you want to know what's more broken than a teep to the sternum over and over and over again, causing you to wilt like a little daisy? Brother, I'm sorry, man. The moment somebody gets a collar tie on you and they grab your bicep, they're pulling you in, and they hit you with the knee up the middle, okay? Boom knee, boom knee, boom knee. And then you get to the point that you literally start holding your stomach because you think that what you had before is coming upward again. And then he uses this overhook. Boom! Boom! Brother, you got fruit nunzut on your forehead, okay? You are done. The truth is, bro, and then you get hit with that, you're like, damn, bro. You put all you put your hands on this side of your face, and then boom, he hits you with a head kick on the other side. You're like, bah, shit, bah. You're done. You're done. I'm sorry, there is no other striking martial art that's competing with that, brother. I'm sorry, dude. If I'm over here minding my own business, a man spills a little bit of a rank on me, and they're over here like, you want to settle this? I'm like, bet, bro. Let's run the fade, man. They call me the fade runner of 2025. Let's do it. And then he starts, hey, hey, hey. Okay, start doing a Muay Thai little dance, bro. First thing that I'm doing, I'm timing out a single leg. Oh, okay, you're over here, you're gonna be going for cross sniffing? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Brother, you think I'm gonna try to stand with you? Brother, let me tell you something there is a very, very thin line between being low IQ and brave. And guess what happens to the people that have low IQ and brave? They both wind up sleeping. Me, what am I gonna do? Come me a coward, brother. I'm going in for that blast double leg. I'm holding you down. And when you start... okay, brother, head and arm, strangle, done. And then I'm going to invite you to give me a drink because you are a cool ma effer, bro. You're cool. I like you, okay? Don't kick me. That's all I got to say. Muay Thai goes in broken. Why is it above Brazilian Jiu Jitsu? I'm putting Brazilian Jiu Jitsu in broken too. Yep, I actually convinced myself of that. I actually convinced myself. That's really what I got to say with both of those. Aikido! Brother, let me tell you something right now. The only effective parts of Aikido are the shit that they stole from Judo. I'll say that again right now, bro. Aikido is like the spoof version of Sambo, and even Sambo stole most of its stuff from either GSP, wrestling, or Judo. I'm sorry, bro. The entirety of Sambo was created by two Russians who turned out to be weebs, and instead of admitting that they liked it and they were refined by the culture of anime, they were over here like, hey, Dmitry, how about we do this? We take the guitars and we do this in our underwear. It's like, okay, Ivan. What else do you want to do? I really like the belts. We're going to tie belts around us. And we're going to call this Sambo. And we're going to put gloves on. And we literally just hack each other up. That's going to become best Sambo. 2-3 years, biggest don't forget. Literally, that's what it is. That is what it is. There's no other way or if, ands, who's, or what's about it. That is what that is. Okay, Sambo's not even on here because it's literally just an amalgamation. Well, Jiu Jitsu came from Japan. Don't get me started on that malarkey that y'all spread. It is so dumb, but we'll talk about it some other time, okay? Brother, Aikido is a dumb martial art created by a movie star that couldn't accept that he peaked and became so fat that nobody cared. Stop it. Stop it. Steven Seagal's a weirdo. He just is. I don't know what other way to tell you about it. You go do your thing. Go do your thing. Do you think you could beat Steven Seagal? Hell yeah! Yes! Yes! What? Yes! Yes, 100%. Yes, Stevens, yes. Yes, okay. What else do you want me to say? What else do you want me to say? Brother, that's an old man that believes in basically, like... Stop it. Get some help. Aikido, believe it or not, bro, it's better than nothing. It is better than nothing. You at least have one judo throw that you can do. But I want you to understand this, bro. Judo goes in amazing because of how broken it is. Aikido, the only reason it's better than nothing is because Aikido stole some throws from Judo. So I'm putting it right there. Wrestling. Brother, wrestling is the most broken martial art. Anybody who ever asks me this, they're always disappointed by my answer. What's the best martial art? Wrestling. Oh, whoa. Is it really? Yes, it is. Wrestling is the most broken martial art, and it's so broken that people will treat the one time a striker beats a grappler, and then they'll be like, oh, look at striking's able to beat grappling. Brother, the striker is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, wrestled his entire life up through high school, and also learned how to strike. Okay? I want you to understand just how broken grappling is, okay? That guy who knows how to strike, knows how to grapple, and knows how, and has a wrestling pedigree of high school, that man had to fight tooth and nail to beat somebody that was grappling ever since they were 5 all the way up until they were 30. That is how broken wrestling is as a martial art. It is the ability to impose your will on your opponent. No diddy. Where they grab you from the waist. No diddy. And proceed to slam you on your neck to the point that you look like the crooked one phenomenon. Brother, I'm sorry. It is just broken. I would 100% rather take a right hook to the face than get suplexed on my neck on concrete, bro. I'm getting turned into a chalk outline within 5 seconds. I'm sorry, dog, okay? I'm putting wrestling. It is broken, no question. Bodybuilding / weightlifting. Here's the truth, dog. We all do it. Like, I think that's the craziest part when they try to make this beef between, like, weightlifting and martial artists. When it's like, brother, I'm gonna blow your mind right now, dude. I'm going to blow your mind. Most of us lift. Most of us go to the gym to lift. You want to know why, bro? No martial artist has literally ever uttered the phrase and meant it. Oh my gosh, I'm just too strong. None of them have ever said that. The only time that they'll, like, something like that will be brought up is when you gain so much mass that it literally hurts your range of motion. And to that I would say, bro, hit up a yoga class, bro. Go to Pilates. Have fun. That's all I gotta say to that, my brother. Nobody's ever complained that they were too strong for a martial art. People do complain that they have so much mass that it actually hurts their mobility. That's why I don't hit leg day. I'm not even kidding. That's my coat, bro. Oh, why aren't you gonna hit leg day? Brother, I have to get outside of inside and outside heel hooks. I have to do that. Brother, you can keep your massive quads, okay? I'm over here gonna be getting out of heel hooks, bro. That's really how I'm gonna be playing this, okay? Brother, when I'm looking at bodybuilding, the fact is, bro, if you have somebody that is jacked versus somebody that is just normal, absolutely nothing special about them, the fact is, bro, there's a reason why bodybuilders and like strongmen have this like aura of invincibility because they know that they could take out 80% of the population. Because I need you to understand this. Only 13% of the population is proficient in a martial art, okay? The reason why bodybuilders can smoke most people is that most people are so pathetic they are actually victims walking. Okay? Oh yeah, well I can take out most people because of how strong I am. Yes, 100%! But understand this. This guy's over here got into the top 1% of people because he strangles people. You got here because you can throw people. And guess what? He's better at throwing people than you. I'm sorry here. I'm putting bodybuilding and weightlifting, honestly, good. Be physically fit. It complements literally everything else. But literally, like, bro, if you're a bodybuilder and you're getting sick and tired of your martial arts homie talking crap, go to a martial arts class and you will get better quicker than he will. I'll tell you that right now. That will happen. MMA! Understand this, bro. MMA is the most broken of all of them. And the truth is, bro, at this point, the big old year of 2025, if you ask me what martial arts to train, I would honestly just say go to an MMA class, figure out what you like, and then from there, narrow it down. If you like the pace of MMA and MMA sparring, I'll say this right now, MMA sparring is better than boxing sparring. I'll say that 100%, bro. Boxing has the worst sparring culture I think I've ever seen, to the point that it is actually like a battle royale of random Joe Smos off the street. And the truth is, bro, MMA guys, because there's so few of them, we all kind of have to stick together so we keep each other safe in sparring, but we're also, it's scary. It kind of is scary. But the truth is, man, MMA... that you have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It is basically the night build in every single FromSoft game. Therefore, it is the best build in every single FromSoft game. MMA is broken. Absolutely no question. Force-Multiplier-Fu. John Wick style. One of these. John Wick. Yeah, this one's the most broken one, okay? I knew this one's gonna be brought up. Oh my goodness, bro, tell me how you got this. Oh, tell me how great you are at martial arts. First off, brother, you think I'm not also strapped? Brother, what are you talking about? Brother, you think I'm taking a chance? Brother, I've had a few fans walk up to me a little bit too quickly, and I'm over here like, back it up. Back it up. I'm just kidding. You didn't really see that, but back it up. That's all I really got to say here. The truth is, man, is the only real problem here is that if they can close the distance quick enough and they can tie up your hands, well, now you're tied up, and now they are better at manipulating your body than you are. No diddy, of course. It's worse than that, because you're probably going to get made into a victim. Maybe diddy, maybe not diddy. Depends on your circumstances, okay? Listen, the truth is, man, it's cheating. It's so broken, it's cheating. So I have to put it there. But at the same time, the only reason it's here is because y'all would be mad if it wasn't. So I'm going to put it in broken, no question. Talk no jutsu. Just talk your way out of this problem. And let me tell you something right now, dog. This will work 90% of the time. Understand this, bro. Most of the time that I've ever had somebody come up to me, try to start a physical altercation, I know they don't want to do this. I don't know if their friend made them do it. I don't know if their girl made them do it. I don't know why they want to do this, okay? They're over here looking at me, and I see the craziness in their eye. I start seeing the twitzing in their cheek. They're scared. I get it, and I'm sympathetic and empathetic to it. But understand, the barrier that you may cross, that you may not come back from, starts with your fist, okay? The moment that you throw a strike on me, it doesn't matter if it does damage. You have now crossed that barrier, and it's on me to close that barrier. That's all I gotta say. However, if we're in a situation where me and you are facing off, and you're saying something like, yeah, and I'm over here like, okay, keep talking. You want to start talking about it, it's like, yeah, look at this. And I'm like, I am looking at you. I'm looking directly at you. You're the one that's blinking right now, buddy. Okay, so what do you want to do? Tell me, how do you want this to go? And I was like, hey, stop stuttering me, mon ami. Okay, tell me what you want. Let's settle this like adults. What do you want to do? Okay, listen, man, it's been a tough day. I get it. And it's like, bro, I get that too. How about this? We just go our separate ways here, and I think we'll be solid here. You seem like a real nice guy. You gotta throw in there. It's like, bro, you seem like a really cool guy. I really don't want to have to do this. Look at all these people having a good time. Do you really want to be the guy that kind of ruins this for everybody? I don't want to be that guy. I mean, I will if I have to be, but like, do you want to be that guy? I don't know if I want to be that guy, man. Okay, good man. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. How about this? Me and you, we go get a drink, we have a good time, and we just go our separate ways from here. I offered you a way out, okay? What do you want from me? Hey, bro, but you ran into me, man. I had a tough day, but this time I'm so sorry. And I'm sorry, my man. I didn't mean to bump your shoulder. I didn't mean to do that, okay? It's an accident. It is what it is. But, like, you also understand, like, you're about to make another mistake right here. But, you know what? We're not going to get that hostile. Let's just talk a way out. Let's all be friends. Have a good day. I'll have a good day. I'll get you a drink. Let's bon voyage. Okay, there we go. We have a good time. Ain't nobody have a problem. But if you escalate it from there, I no longer feel bad. Okay, always offer somebody a way out, because now you've backed up an animal into a corner. Always offer somebody a way out. That's all I gotta say. In every single altercation that you're about to get into, offer them a way out. Because the moment they feel cornered and you've already escalated, it's very difficult to de-escalate when two people are already right here. You can, it's difficult, handle your business, but I think most of it, we can talk this out. We don't have to do it, but part of me wants you to try that. I'm going to put it in amazing. I'll put it in amazing. It's great. Track and field. If all else fails, bro, if you bring out a gang of you and 3 of your buddies, the truth is, man, is that there's no martial art that's effective against multiple people. And the truth is, man, if I can beat up you and 3 of your buddies, holy crap, that's the most pathetic thing that I've ever heard, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Imagine jumping somebody, but failing. Imagine failing jumping a guy. I could literally never look myself in the eyes after that, bro. If you can't handle it by yourself, then don't try to handle the business. However, if you and 7 of your buddies start coming out, brother, I am booking it. Oh, what do you mean? Brother, understand this. We have 2 choices here. If you jump me with 3 other people and I see you coming, here are the choices. I'm either going to create distance or I'm going to stop you from covering distance. That's all really what I got to say here, mi mon ami, okay? If you try to run at me and I have the brr on me, you're not going to be running for very much longer, okay? And I feel vindicated for doing that. However, if I don't, I'm running. I'm giving us both a chance, okay? Because what you're doing is very, very cowardly. To jump a man is to admit that you are less of a man. That's all I gotta say here. Now, the truth is, man, if you're fast, it's broken. If you're not, it's nothing. So the fact is, in middle of the road, I'm putting it in great. That is how you can do it. And there you go. Those are the best martial arts for the streets, okay? A little bit of a shorter video. I kind of just felt like rambling about this. I got a new cert. And, yeah, it's kind of a banger. I'm kind of a big fan of this, sir. It's kind of funny. But if you enjoyed this video, please consider like, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to get to 300,000 subscribers before the end of the year. That is the goal. And if we can't hit that, we will hit 500,000 before the release of GTA 6 is the goal. Okay, Tuesday videos are always weird to film for because I'm always like, what do I put here? I kind of just wanted to talk about this. We have a few other special videos that are coming out. Hit the bell icon to stay notified. Hit all for all. And I will see you all in the next video. Adios, guys.